Okay, I'm going to bring you a quick little tip here. Got the fire out and everything, and I just want to make a note. You know, you've seen what we can do with charcoal by putting a spark to it and blowing the charcoal back into flame. I showed you that. You can take this charcoal and you can write the big symbols on a vehicle that you're stranded in, or you can write on some paper bark, birch bark, wherever you are in the world. There's always something to leave signs of which direction you went, or write a note. Okay, charcoal is good. You can put it under your eyes to help keep the sun out of your eyes, just like football players. But we can also use it as a soap. Okay, say we just handled cutting up some type of meat, or we know our hand just got into something dirty that's not good if we get our mouths in it. You know, we just picked up an animal that was killed, the meat was good, but we don't know if there's rabies in that animal or whatnot. Well, this is a way to clean that and disinfect your hands. The best stuff is the white ashes. Okay, that's where the lye content's going to be high. But you just want to get some of these ashes and just crush them up, and you want to actually wash your hands in it. Okay, now I just have some water in my container here, and I'm just taking these ashes and rubbing them around, and then I'm going to get some water on my hands and I'm going to scrub my hands with it. Getting a little sand in there is okay. It's going to help scrub everything off. Okay, your hands are going to turn real black like that and sooty, which is actually what you want. You get the right ashes on there though, and you'll actually clean your hands just as good as soap. Okay, lye is what you use in most of your soaps, tallow soaps and stuff. That's the active ingredient that actually disinfects and cleans. You know, mix it with a little bit of water too, because that's the key with any kind of cleaning. You need water to help rinse that stuff off. Okay, so you just take that, rinse it like so over the fire, get your other hand, rinse it, and you have clean hands. Okay, you're not going to have to worry about, not as seriously going to have to worry about contaminating by cross-contamination. So there you have it. Quick little tip there. Use your ashes in your fire to wash your hands if you do not have soap. Hey guys, I'm out on a little hike here, and I'm about to shoot a different video, but I figured on the walk out there I'll give you a quick little tip. And that tip is, when you're finding water, sometimes you got to drink some pretty skank water. Okay, gotta move this out of my way. And sometimes, like I said, you got to drink some water that's just not very good. It has that pond scum, skanky smell to it. Okay, it kind of tastes like that too. Now, this is a tip for survival, and also for just your pure enjoyment. If that's the only water source you can find, if you're out camping or hiking and you got to boil that water up, one thing you can do is add some charcoal. Come down here, you can see we have some water running through here, but it doesn't look very appetizing. This isn't a big old stream fed from just a spring. It's just runoff from skanky water. It's got this to it. Okay, has a nice smell. No one wants to drink that smelling like that. More than likely, if you are in a survival situation, you have to boil your water. So that means you have to have fire. And if that's the case, that you need fire, then you have the ability to sweeten that water to make it more flavorful. And you do that by getting some hardwood, hickory, oak, whatever, putting it on the fire and charring it, burning it real good. This guy's trying to get me here. Let's see if I can get him in there. It's one of those spiny orb weavers. Gnarly little guys, you know. Won't hurt you though. Pretty cool looking. We'll leave his web alone. Now back to what I was saying. if you're going to do this, you get that stuff charred real good, okay? You just throw it in the fire and let it burn, and eventually it's going to turn black. Don't let it turn to ash. You want charcoal, pretty much. So you're going to char it real good. And then you're going to take some pieces of that hardwood, and you're going to throw it in your water that you're boiling. 20 minutes will do it, and what that's going to do is give your water a fresher taste. It takes a lot of that nastiness out of it. And you can make a filter too and run it through that filter of just charcoal if you don't have sand, and just let that water trickle through. And what that does is just increases the taste of your water to a more pure and fresh state. That charcoal removes that. Just a quick tip for you there. If you want to make your water taste a little better, whether camping or surviving, just simply boil your water up, put some hardwood charcoal in there, 20 minutes on the boil, let it sit there, let it simmer for 20 minutes. What that's going to do is just make your water that much better, okay? And that's the tip right there. Now, if you want to remove all the charcoal, because if you have too much of it, it'll make you vomit. A little bit will settle your stomach, but a lot of it will make you vomit, like drinking a whole glass of ashes. So try to remove some of that. Just strain it through t-shirt, cotton, cloth, whatever you got, and you'll be good to go. But that's a quick little tip I just wanted to give you on making water taste a little bit better. A lot of books I've read call it sweetening water. You could just say it just makes it taste fresher. So there you go. Hardwood, water, simmer, 20 minutes, and your water is going to be that much better.